5 of your steps to success. Don't worry, I'm wearing the same shirt. I'm just doing these back to back to back to get them all done and developing all these steps to success for you so that you can succeed at whatever your goals are. So today we touched on the most important vital behavior, and that is personal development. I never did any personal development. I know I've mentioned it in previous steps a little bit and in some detail on the first time I did with some stats and stuff around personal development. Here's another one for you to make you really kind of think about it. Think of the business world. Think of somebody you may look up to in the business world. Steve Jobs, Michael Dell, could be President Obama, could be President Bush, could be somebody that maybe the CEO, top dog of the company you work for. Guaranteed, I mean, some of the world's richest men and women. Guaranteed, it's been studied, and if you ask anybody what's the number one thing that they do, or the top 3 things that they do when they first wake up in the morning, guaranteed, they're going to say it's been proven that a large majority, 99% of them do this. These 3 things. They get up, eat a healthy breakfast, work out, and personal development. They grow themselves. They write down the goals. They work on their own mental strength and go after what their dream is. Do you think those 3 things, they sound pretty familiar, don't they? Eating pretty healthy, Shakeology, working out, Beachbody products, and then personal development. These are 2 of the vital behaviors. You want to succeed at anything you do. Personal development is the way to do it. There's so many. You can work on, that can be anything. That can be something you struggle with personally, internally. It could be a relationship problem. It could be a corporate problem. It could be anything, but make it your own. Do the actual work. Don't just read it. One of the biggest things that I made a mistake was when I started doing personal development, when I started as a coach, and I never worked on myself personally. I've always thought it was, junk. Oh, I'm good. I'm whatever. I'm fine. I did all my work. I grew mentally as a teenager, and in college I studied. It was like a study thing. But the first thing I realized, and one of the things I realized was when I started doing the personal development, I really wasn't doing it. I was just going through the motions. I wasn't doing the actual work. When it came to when some of the books I was reading, or it came to an assignment, write this stuff down, I wasn't doing it. And for the life of me, I shoot myself every time. I'm like, or hit myself, God, write it down. You got to follow the assignments. You got to do it. It can relate to anything. So when you're doing your personal development, there's a couple tips I want you to really take serious and follow. One is, you don't have to make it an hour long. Make it 10 minutes of personal development a day. Make it 10 minutes of your daily life, 10 pages in a book that you're interested in reading. Make it a video, podcasts, the National Wake Up Call. It could be a Beachbody event. I've given you some examples within the Steps to Success accordion that you looked at today, of some different avenues of where you can find personal development. Also, tip number 2 is go ahead and work on not just yourself, but also work on business aspects, especially around if you're going to work this business coaching business as a true business, because it is a true business. You are now a business owner. You're the CEO of your company. And it's either you that's going to make it succeed, or it's going to fail. There's 2 options. It can succeed or it's going to fail. And it's up to you. So work on leadership skills, work on relationship skills, work on social media skills, and work part and part back and forth on your growth as an individual growth, and then business growth, because you have it all right here. I'm do both. I may have something where I do, like right now, I'm doing Run to the Litter, which is Bo Eason stories from the Oilers, and now he's just an incredible motivational speaker, Broadway star. He's worked with some of the top motivational individuals in the world, and he's a screenplay writer now, football player going to screenplay player. But it's about sharing your own story, being authentic, sharing your story. That's the way the world's going. There's all this information out there that we have access to, but everybody's doing this on their phone. Nobody talks anymore. Nobody shares themselves. So this Run to the Litter training is, I don't have the DVD pack in front of me, but it is basically, I have a blank book, blank pages, where I am writing out my story. And let me tell you, I started writing out just in pencil, sloppy too, but it's awesome, awesome stuff to go back in my memory and think of the details of who I am, what made me who I am. So personal development's a big one. Now, I could just ramble on about everything, but let me go ahead and share my screen, because I want to show you one thing on one other easy, accessible way that you can get personal development. Real simple. Go into Team Beachbody, go to Coach Online Office. There's two actually I want to show you. And one is go to News and Training. We have events. So now you have all these Beachbody events. You got upcoming corporate events. You got Super Saturday events, fit clubs. You have coach business events. You can request, celebrities at certain events. It's amazing. You also have your national wake-up call. So you have a weekly call on Monday from let's see, 11 a.m. Okay, 8 a.m. Pacific, 11 a.m. Eastern. It lasts for about 45 minutes, and it's recorded. So you have an archive where you can go into the recorded ones. You also have live chats with the trainers. Awesome, right? Awesome stuff. So now you can go in and look at and listen to the trainers. The other easy way to get personal development is Success Magazine. We are directly part of the coach's business service fee pays for Success, so that we can have access to their blog. Their blog that they charge, I think it's like $30 a month, or it's 10 to 30. I can't remember what the exact amount is, but we get it for $1. And you've got access to all Team Beachbody, read articles, you got listen to audio, watch videos. So one of the biggest tips, and this is tip number 3 on how to fit in personal development. Think about things you do every day that are not adding value to your life. So let's say you're driving to work and you got a 30-minute commute, and all you're doing is listening to the morning talk show radio. Is that truly adding value to your life? It may make you laugh once in a while, but is it truly adding value? No. Stick in a DVD, listen to some audio. Use your phone and go to Success on Demand in your Coach Online Office and listen to the videos. Listen to the audios. Work on your development as an individual. I promise you, if you take this step, if you make it the most important thing to add to your life, no matter what you do with this business, I guarantee you're going to improve in all aspects of your life. So personal development is the biggest one. Another one of that tip of how to fit it in is you're cooking dinner. Do something. Put in a DVD. Listen to audio, again, off your phone. Go in and watch videos. If you're on the computer and you're just sitting there on Facebook for 30 minutes, you're messing around. That's not adding value unless you're in an intense conversation with somebody, or if you're scrolling through the feeds. Is that really adding value? No, it's not adding value to your life. You're seeing all the negativity from everybody else. Remember, what's added into your mind is how your life will become. So if you're bombarded with negativity, your life becomes negative. If you're bombarded with positivity, your life becomes positive. So guys, take this tip very seriously, because I promise you, you will reach your goals, no matter what they are, if you take this tip and do it every day. I learned my lesson, and I still struggle with it, but I made it a point to get it done every single day. And the hardest one I'm doing right now is sharing my story, but I'm blocking myself. But I'm working through it. I'm actually started reading this book, Ask, and it's actually helping me. It's more for customers and coaches and stuff like that, but it's helping me get started. Okay, I'll wrap this up. But 2 of the most important books, audio books or regular books or electronic books you need to start with, that everybody should start with. It's really going to help you develop the right tools and the right skills and habits. First is The Slight Edge by Jeff Olson. And then also the second one is The Compound Effects by Darren Hardy. And Darren Hardy actually is the CEO of Success on Demand. Great job, guys. We'll see you tomorrow or later on today in step number 6. Talk to you later. Thanks again. You're doing wonderful.